Well, hello, welcome to the Daily Buzz for today, brought to you by Big Dreams Travel. Today on the show, we are going to do our destination spotlight, and our destination today deals with one of our favorite things to watch clients experience, and that's a guided tour through one of the companies that we love to work with, and that's Globus Journeys. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel down below, but come and join us as we talk a little bit about travel with Globus Journeys. Welcome back, everyone. We're so glad you are able to join us here today on the Daily Buzz. Today, we're just going to give a quick spotlight on a destination. And the destination I have chosen here for today is what's called a European Highlights Tour with one of our partners at Globus Journeys. Globus is known for their great tours in Europe, and we're going to look specifically, and I'll put some pictures and things like that up as I talk here. But we're going to look specifically at what Globus, their European Highlights Tour, which is a 9-day tour from London to Rome. And this is really an awesome trip. It takes you from London, starting in London, all the way down, and you go through France and Switzerland, and then eventually into Italy, where you end at Rome. Globus says this is a trip where you can basically take a 9-day trip through history from London to Paris. You get to ride the Eurostar train. You get to travel through the Swiss Alps. You get to take a water taxi in Venice. And then, of course, you get to finish driving through the hills of the Tuscan countryside in Italy, headed to Rome. And then, of course, all the stuff that Rome brings. Of course, with any of these Globus journeys, we can help you set up both a pre-journey stay. So in this case, it would be a couple of nights in London, or a post-journey stay there in Rome, and tours and things like that to go with that in those two destinations as well. So I'm just going to very briefly walk you through a couple of the features of this tour. Of course, you're as we said, you'll start in London, and you'll have some time in London there. This will include many of the sites and touring there in London, and then you will board that Eurostar train that will take you to Paris. And obviously built into the tour, there is some free time and things like that. But on the next day, on the third day, you're going to have some sightseeing there in Paris, including the Arc de Triomphe and the Seine River, and many of the great sites there in Paris. On the fourth day, you actually get up and you drive through the Fontainebleau Forest and some of the vineyards in the Burgundy region as you're heading to Lucerne, Switzerland, and you arrive and are able to stay there in Lucerne. Spend some time in Lucerne, both there and the next morning, before you leave and travel on day 5 to Bergamo, Italy. Where of course on that voyage you're going through the Swiss Alps, which is just a beautiful voyage, or beautiful trip there from Lucerne to Bergamo. On day 6 you'll make your way to Venice, where of course you get to take one of those boat rides. As I said earlier, you get to visit the historic St. Mark's Square. And of course that taxi ride through the Grand Canal. Great time there in Venice. And after some time there, you actually get a stop in Florence, and you get a walking tour there in Florence, where you visit the cathedral and the baptistry at Signoria Square. You visit some vineyards and those kind of things on your way to Rome, and then finally you finish with a couple of days there in Rome. And the tour, this is a great inclusion of the tour. It includes, of course, your priority admission to the Vatican, the Sistine Chapel, St. Peter's Square and Basilica, as well as the Colosseum. So a lot of great inclusions there once you get to Rome. And so really just an awesome tour where you get to see some of those World Heritage sites that Globus is certainly known for including their tours. All of those UNESCO World Heritage sites, like I said, St. Peter's Square, St. Mark's Square, the Colosseum. All those things are just they're just loaded into this tour. And so just wanted to give you that little introduction to Globus Journeys and that 9-night European tour. They've got, of course, many other tour types that you could, if you're interested, we can certainly work with you on that. So if you're interested in that or any other travel destination, let us know. Big quote at bigdreamstravelusa.com is what you can email, or visit us at bigdreamstravelusa.com. And we thank you for joining us here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.